one of the things I've learned recently is that a lot of these investors that got knocked out in the last market cycle, they had commercial types of financing, private types of financing that would do an audit on these properties and find out that, hey, Mr. Investor, we have a mortgage for 100 grand on this property. It's only worth 80. We would like to call our note back. We want our 100 grand back. And so you as the investor, if you've got a portfolio of these things, that could add up very quickly.
You're in trouble.
And selling the property doesn't solve the problem. You're going to come up short. And you as the investor are thinking, oh, I'm fine because I'm paying the mortgage every month.
Right.
I've got cash flow. It's all rented out until that happens. So you really got to look at the types of financing they're getting, making sure that that lender just doesn't have the ability to call the note due and screw you in a situation like that.
And most of the time they do have that ability, right?
Yeah.
Is there a reason why they would call that note due? Is it because the bank is hurting usually? Is that the reason?
Yeah, it's usually the bank is trying to get out of what they perceive as a risky situation, or if they're...
Even though you're making the payments.
Sure, yeah. They will evaluate their portfolios on a by yearly basis, and if they see anything that's out of whack, I've had these kind of commercial loans and not realizing that they had that power before, until all of a sudden 2 years into my mortgage, they're saying, "Hey, can we see your tax returns for this last year?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm not trying to get another loan. Why do you need my tax returns?" "Oh, we're just doing an audit of our portfolio of loans here." And I'm like, "So if I send you my tax returns, like if you see something you don't like, what could happen?"
Great question.
I was like, "Can you just call this due?" And they're like, "Well, technically we could, but we would never do that.
Of course
we would
not.
never."
No.
Now that when the sky starts falling, you better
Right.
believe they're going to be
Right.
calling that
Yeah,
too. Yeah.
interesting. So is this a bigger bank or a smaller bank?
This is a small local bank.